everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a post review on this beautiful kit. This was my entry for Mermaids and Magic 2022, which was hosted by, or is currently being hosted by Crafting with Shay, and you can call me Butter. I believe it runs through the end of March, so yeah, this was my first entry. I'm hoping I can squeeze another one in towards the end of the month. It won't be an official entry, it'll just be another mermaid. But this is Salt Water from Distracted by Diamonds and Gretel Lusky. It is a 62 by 71 centimeter square drill. I will put a couple of pictures in here so you can see the full length and the detail. But I'm so happy with this. I think it turned out so well. So what I'm going to start out with is the things that I really enjoyed about the canvas, and then I will kind of go through some things that I didn't love. I had a couple of issues with some drills and some symbol clarity, but let's go through the things that I really enjoyed first. So the rendering on this is absolutely amazing. Let me move this around just a little bit because I absolutely love how the air bubbles rendered. So I don't know if you guys can really see, but hopefully in the full picture that I posted, you'll be able to see all the detail. But the bubbles, it just blows my mind because when you look at them up close, it's just a bunch of different random colors. But when you pull away, they really do look like air bubbles. So I was really excited about that. I absolutely love the rendering of her face. I think it's just beautiful. I love the way that Gretel Lusky, I'm not sure if she's a digital artist or if she paints. I want to say she draws. I follow her on Instagram and I'm pretty sure she does like drawing with coloring and all of that. And I just love the way that she does her faces. I think her hair is amazing. I love how like the top of the waterline came out with kind of the reflection of the sun and her hair reflecting up. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. Really, really happy that this is the kit I chose for Mermaids and Magic because I think it's just, I love it. So there are a few things that I struggled with as far as symbols on the canvas. So let me pull the drills out so I can show you what symbols I'm talking about. I used Harbor Freights for this one. And okay, so I wrote down, I have a little notebook here that I keep notes on for my post reviews. So the ampersand symbol, which is here, this was nearly impossible to see on the canvas. So it looks like a pretty dark color on the background here, but it was printed very light on the canvas, and the white, it just kind of made it impossible to read. As I, continued working on the canvas, I just knew it was this symbol, but the first couple sections I worked on, I really had to fight to figure out what it was. I tried using my light pad and that didn't help, so that printing was not great. There was also the 5 symbol and the S symbol. So on the key here, they look a little bit different. The S symbol looks a little bit darker, but on the canvas themselves, they were basically the same color and they were right next to each other. Wherever you saw a 5, there was an S very close. So I know I mixed that up a couple of times, but because the colors are so close, I don't really think it affected the final image too much. And then I also wrote down that the diamond was hard to see. That must have been pretty early on in the kit because I don't remember that being a problem as I was finishing. But yeah, I wrote down that it was an issue, so I will share that. Another problem with the drills that I ran into was there were a lot of clumping with the drills. So when I kitted this up, there was a lot of static, which is pretty normal for me, especially because Distracted by Diamonds, they ship their drills pre-bagged in baggies. And for me, that always results in a lot of issues with static. So that's fine. I always just put a dryer sheet in, if you guys can see that in there. I just cut up dryer sheets and put them in my containers, and normally it's not a problem. But these drills, I ended up having quite a few colors that were clumping a lot. Let me see if I can find, as you know, there's less drills in here now, so I'm trying to remember what colors I really struggled with. But not a big deal. But what I did for that is I took a drill grinder. This one comes from Bella Art de Nicole. I actually don't know if they sell a grinder anymore. But what you do is you just take this yellow, did not have any clumping. It wasn't every color with the clumping, it was just some. But you pour the drills into the grinder, you put the top on, and then you just kind of like push down and turn it. You don't want to go too hard because you don't want to break the diamonds. And then they just kind of separate. So I used this quite a bit on this project. First one in a while that I've had to break this out, but you know, the grinder saves the day. So if you don't have one and you're a frequent diamond painter, I would definitely recommend adding a drill grinder to your collection of tools. I also had quite a few issues with gapping. Now I do multi-place, so gapping is kind of just, I don't know, it just happens. It is what it is. And I feel like it's not really visible in darker colors, but where I was working on the white, like right here on her shoulder, there is definitely some gapping. That doesn't necessarily bother me because I know that there's just most likely going to be gaps in square drills. But I know there are some people that are very particular, and I just wanted to note that for you guys. I had plenty of drills of every color. I didn't feel like I was running out of anything. So that's good. I did, however, feel like I had quite a bit of trash. So let me grab trash drills. I used this container. I think I got this in my Lola Rose kit maybe. So I used this for my trash, and I don't know if you can tell, but it is full to the brim. So I'm interested to see how much trash was actually in this kit. Quite a bit, it looks like. So here is the trash. I had a lot of problems with the white drill, and the white in this kit was 5200. So I had a lot of white drills that were just kind of like strung together. Like this one, there's 4 that just were stuck together. I had quite a few like that. I also had a lot with holes, and I had a lot of these random stringy pieces. Like I said, I had plenty of drills to complete the kit. I wasn't afraid of running out of anything, so I don't necessarily, I don't know, I have a hard time deciding if a kit has a lot of trash or not, because the biggest thing to me is, did I have enough drills to complete the kit? And I did. So is this a lot of trash for a 62 by 71? That's not going to come out of there, is it? Yeah, I guess. You know what? I'm just not even going to try. This is just going to go right into my big old mason jar here. You know, was this a lot of trash? Yes. But the fact that I had plenty of drills to complete the kit, that's kind of enough for me. So you'll have to decide if that was too much trash for your liking or not. But yeah, I really enjoyed this kit. It's one that I've had on my list to work on for a very long time. So I'm very happy to have completed it. I just think she's so pretty. Okay, so let's talk about accessories that I used. So I used this mermaid washi from Amanda Michelle Designs. And I've used this one on my containers. I have no idea where I got it from. I used this tray here from JH and Vision Labs. The pen I chose is this one here from Jim's Handmade Pen Shop. I liked that this just kind of looked like water, and then there was the streak of red that reminded me of her hair. So I thought that was a fun little matchy-matchy, and I thought it matched really well with the tray. My cover minder here is also from JH Envision Labs. And for waxes, I use Randa's Putty in my multi-placer. This is the champagne toast smell or scent. And I also used her new wax. Now her putty I'm 100% sold on. It's one of my favorite things to diamond paint with. I'm still a little up in the air about the wax. So this is the first kit that I used this on, and I feel like I had to refill quite often, but I still feel like I'm kind of in the learning phase with this wax, so I don't have a full definitive final decision on it. It smells absolutely amazing, but I did feel like I had to refill quite often. So I have a couple other scents of this. I'm going to keep trying it and kind of figure out if it's user error or, you know, the wax itself. I don't know. I will keep trying it and I will report back on that. But yeah, this is, again, Saltwater from Distracted by Diamonds and Gretel Lusky. It's a 62 by 71 centimeter square drill. And I don't think I mentioned, but there were 40 colors and no special drills. No ABs came with this kit. This is one of their older runs. Now I think they include an AB in most of their kits. But this one did not have any ABs, and I actually did not modify this at all. I did it 100% as charted. I thought about maybe putting some ABs in like the air bubbles or whatever, but I decided not to. I thought this kit was just beautiful as is, and I really enjoyed working on it. So if you have any questions about this kit or anything that I showed you today, please let me know down below. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you've completed this kit, because if you haven't, highly recommend keeping an eye on Distracted by Diamonds shop and trying to snag it the next time it comes around. So yeah, I will see you all in my next video. Bye.